Now, as we think about giving examples of well-defined course objectives, I'll give you an example. And for my friends in the technology areas, I'm going to use as an example a course or a subject called Strength of Materials. All right, and if we think about the subject matter, the next thing the faculty member has to think about is what topics am I going to cover in my course. Now, there are probably hundreds of topics related to strength of materials, but you can't teach hundreds of topics, so you've got to make decisions. What are some of the things that you think about when you're making decisions about what topics to cover? So when you're choosing topics that reinforce the subject matter, you have to think about what do the students know coming into the course, who are your students, how are they going to use the topics when they leave the course. You've got to think about how much time do you have. You have to think about what do you have to work with in terms of whether it's laboratories or whatever kinds of classroom resources that you need when you choose your topics. You think about whether it's a required course, whether it's an elective course, is it lower level, is it upper level. The important thing to remember is that your topics decisions are based upon some good decisions you're making about the course itself. So you might choose for a given course maybe 6 or 7 topics that you hope to cover. And then once you've chosen your topics, you have to think about the same kind of things when you choose your concepts. So what concepts am I going to cover related to each topic? And again, you might have 2 or 3 or 4 concepts. You can't do every concept, so again, you're going to have to think about is it lower level, upper level, all of those things to when you choose which concepts you're going to cover related to the topics. And you also have to remember that all concepts are not equal. What do I mean by that? When you think about the concepts, you need to think about at what level do students need to be by the end of the course in order to have achieved the required learning related to the topics. For example, do they just have to know the concept and demonstrate that they understand it? Or do they have to be able to apply it, maybe do some analysis using it? Or do they have to be able to synthesize and bring multiple things together? Or even to the point of evaluation where they have to make decisions about certain areas of their learning and what is best applied to the problem.